All right, folks. So Anthropic just released its flagship consumer-grade model, which is Opus 4.7. All right. Okay. This is really hard for me to say right now because I was very excited for this because the jump from Opus 4.5 to 4.6 was big, and I was hoping that 4.7 is going to deliver.
Yeah.
Right? We were disappointed with the performance of Opus 6. We just felt the model was getting dumber and dumber. Even though we're paying the same price for it, we're getting terrible quality. So I was hoping that once Opus 4.7 is released, all our worries, all our pains would be, erased. But we'll talk about that in a sec. We'll talk about our real performance. We've done a bunch of benchmarks. We'll see if it delivers what it says it does. But first, let's just read what it says. Let's just read the marketing material first, okay? So Opus 4.7, generally available, notable improvements over 4.6. It's trying to say, look at these benchmark results, right? And on paper, it looks really good because it's almost 10% higher on SWE Bench Pro. That's really good for solving, in theory, programming problems. It's also meant to be good for following tasks. It's meant to be better at reasoning, right? The key improvements that they're talking about is instruction following, substantially better at following instructions.
Yep.
This means when prompt written for earlier models can sometimes produce unexpected results. It's meant to do what you tell it to do. Okay, this is very basic.
Yeah.
It's also meant to improve multimodal support. So it's got high resolution images that can start recognizing that. Real world work, we've been very focused on agents, right? Using agents to do work for us, deliver us presentations, etc. Memory is supposed to be improved. All these, it sounds like this is the game changer, right? It sounds like this is the game changer. The results are good. What they have shown us in terms of these charts are really good. And also, that's just whilst we're on this topic as well. Also, they introduced a new extra high, right, mode. So this is when you're doing between thinking and speed.
Yeah.
Now you can choose for extra high.
Okay.
However, that being said, the way that they calculate tokens is a little bit different now. So even though it's called Opus 4.7, it's gonna maybe roughly 1 to 1.3x the cost of Opus 4.6, just because of how they calculate tokens.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's keep that all in mind. This is the announcement. This is what they're very excited about. This is the official announcement. However, the community and through our own tests as well is not receiving it very well. So let's just take a very quick look. Reddit is basically has a top comment here which says Opus 4.7 has a serious regression. It's a serious regression, not an upgrade. So people are starting to figure out, what? Technically speaking, right, it should follow tasks. It should do simple things very well. But that being said, even our most basic test, okay, this is the one that everyone loves to do. I know everyone's going to point out problems with this, but the first one everyone runs into, right, is you're going to the car wash example, right? I want to drive a car. I want to wash my car. The car wash is 50 meters away. No. Should I walk or drive? And Opus confidently answers multiple times. I ran this test multiple times.
Oh my god!
It says car wash is 50 meters away. Just walk.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is when I got very, very, very suspicious of what Anthropic is claiming versus what Opus 4.7 is delivering. So I also ran our own test. So this is a test that we designed to test Opus regression and how it follows tasks. So it has simple instruction following, like order things. This test is like use tabs, not spaces, handling errors, keep functions under 10 lines. So these are a series of tests that ironically Opus designed, right? We looked at what was commonly being complained about the latest April performance of Opus, and we designed this test specifically to test those cases. So I ran this test twice today, and the performance is in line with Opus 4.6.
They're failing their own tests.
They're failing their own tests. All right. And I ran it twice just to make sure, and it's consistently failing at its own tests. And the ironic thing here is that GPT 5.4 is performing really well.
75%.
Yeah. On these same tests. I'm not a like a fanboy of GPT. Okay, like if you guys follow this channel and just looked at what I've done, I've trained myself for Opus. I've trained for Claude Code because that was the easiest way, and the people are saying this is the best model back in the day, and it was, right? But not right now. Like right now, it still seems, even though they have an article saying, yeah, it's substantially better and instruction following, it's not as good as GPT.
Yeah, I think we have to address the elephant in the room here. It's dumb because of the Mythos training, right?
Yeah, so
I think as long as that continues on, Opus will just keep continuing to be dumber and regress. So
very likely, and that's why I had a very choice of words when I started this video. I said it's the consumer grade, right? This is for average consumer programmers, for the dum-dums, not for the enterprise users with the massive bank accounts that can fund Mythos.
Yeah.
So right now, what's happening is that because Claude has Mythos, there's something called Project Glasswing, which is designed for using the next model, which is superior to Opus.
Yeah.
It's actually has an even new name, right? Because this is already in effect, people who already have like big companies like Anthropic, Apple, Cisco, CloudStrike, Google, they have access to Mythos. But Mythos is extremely expensive in terms of compute, which is why for consumers like the average Joe who wants to use Claude Code to just do simple tasks like order me a coffee, something simple like that. The performance has been degraded. It's nowhere near performance levels of what we've seen in Cloud Opus 4.6 in both February and March. Let me give you another example here, right? So I make a very simple space game. This seems to be like my go-to test. Just like a single prompt, make a space shooter game, give it lots of physics effects, start game. This is what it looks like. All right, so there's a few problems. Like this is one prompt. I can't. It says the weapon is F, but I can't. I'm pressing F right now. I can't really fire weapons right now. I try to add it to give physics effects, and I try to make it run good. It runs a game. Okay, it's not broken, but it's not great. And this is a stark comparison to. Sorry, you want to say something?
Oh yeah, that space shooter game was made with Opus
4.7.
Okay.
All right. So this is yet again one of my first tests, just to see if you make a game. It got skills, it got upgrades, and it's got some of that. Right. So I cannot fault it for being absolute garbage. But that being said, right, this is what was made by GLM 5.1.
Big difference already.
Right. In terms of the looks, it's just like it can fire weapons right off. Like it just feels a lot more fluid. Right.
Yeah.
Like I was hoping to get good results for coding. Yet again, this is not extensive coding. We haven't done yet again because it's still early.
Yeah.
We're testing the model. I've done a few minor projects with it. It's like it works, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, like I think I would have expected it to design like a VR game all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and it just shocks you.
I would expect it to beat GLM 5.1.
Yeah.
Right? And this is exactly why GML 5.1 raised their prices.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at GLM 5.1, Z.AI, they were comparing themselves headfirst to Cloud Opus 4.6. And they say, hey, we're not as good as Opus 4.6. And then the coding plans were priced accordingly. It was it's actually quite funny. Actually, look at my old payment methods. I hope I don't dox anything here. But if you look at my subscription, all right, I'm on a pro plan. It's $30. But if you look at the plan now for the same plan, all right, coding plan. Just wait. Their website is really bad. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna reload the page. All right, if you look at that plan right now, it's $72 for the same plan.
Yeah.
All right, this is very indicative of what is happening. The Chinese guys are pricing up because Opus went down.
Yeah.
So they say, hey, if our competitors are giving you slop,
Yeah.
all right, we'll just double our prices. All right,
Yeah.
So I'm just surprised. I'm surprised that Opus didn't catch up. I was hoping Opus would catch up. Like I was doing a bunch of tests. Yet again, we'll do more throughout the day. But I'm just not getting what Claude is saying. I'm just not getting what Anthropic is saying. Like it's and Reddit users are all complaining about the same thing, right? You got fabricated performance, web search citations being ignored. I don't know. Like the programming seems to be meh. Meh. Let's see what the comments are. The top comments are here are TLDR after 4 comments. Yeah, tokenizers 30%, downgraded features.
I just reached my monthly limit just by reading this one.
People are bitter. And there's 2 possibilities here. Okay, so I'm gonna give Anthropic a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. So I'm assuming that Anthropic now has ability, or they've always had, but they have the ability to silently scale how strong or powerful these models are. It's to just do with quantization, very likely with quantization, what happens in the background, basically how much rounding they can do, and essentially they can tune it to be stronger or weaker depending on what they feel like that day and depending on usage. I'll give Anthropic the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's testing Opus 4.7 right now. Okay. So this is when things are massively congested, and what we've seen for Z.AI is that Z.AI just completely broke for 2 days after their 5.1 model release. Okay, so I was able to use it. It was smart, and then all of a sudden Z.AI broke because of the load. We know that Anthropic has a lot of consumer users, and right now this is the peak time for trying it out. So very likely to deal with that huge amount of people testing it out, they probably scale the model back. That's what I'm thinking, right? So when they ran the tests that they gave you for Opus 4.7, when these tests were run, it's very likely to be done in a clean environment with less users, with maximum power on their end to generate these results. So I think Opus can perform well, but it just doesn't want to.
Yeah. I saw on X someone leaked the entire system prompt of Opus 4.7, and it's said to be even much bigger than 4.6.
Yeah,
so in theory, it should be good, right?
Yeah.
So we're waiting for Anthropic to crank that lever.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I mean, yes, there's media that covers just the pure results, but honestly speaking, there's honestly speaking, in terms of our actual usage, I don't know, it just performs like March Opus 4.6. I don't see a huge upgrade. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, we're not sponsored by any of these companies in any way, right? We're not sponsored by GPT. We're not sponsored by Opus. We just don't care about that sort of sponsorship right now. And we want to maintain neutral in this situation. So, if you guys are on Anthropic, well, the only good news you have is Boris Cherny says they've increased rate limits for all subscribers to make up for Opus 7 taking up more tokens. So, but by how much?
I already hit my rate limit liking this.
But by how much? Like, this is the dodgy part about Anthropic, right? Like, they have vague rate limits that they don't tell you how much is on their peasant plans. And to be honest, we're all peasants in Anthropic's eyes, right? So they don't tell us exactly how much we used. The new model costs more, great, but it just seems to perform meh, right? Like it's I'm not gonna complain. Like it does seem to work, and maybe just in this one instance when I made this game and when I tried it out today, it was. I don't know. Like I did task following. I did not just make a game. This was just the easiest I did with the easiest results. But internally, I did task following, looking at Superbase, trying to design code. It's like, it's like I don't. Right now, I will say this. Right, it's not unusable. Like earlier on this week, I would almost say that Opus was unusable. I kept making mistakes to a point where. Like I got so frustrated, I went to GPT. Now I feel like the old intelligence is back-ish. It's still making mistakes, but it's like not as bad. It seems to understand a little bit better in coding environments with Claude Code. But like it's not what Anthropic is promising.
Yeah.
Right.
And web search is still an issue too. That's like the feedback from a lot of people. That's the one I most rely on.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not gonna believe these test results. I'm gonna run more. I'm running Wildclaw Bench on it. So more results are coming for you guys soon. But so far, I'm siding with the camp that's saying, you know what, it's myth. All right, like Anthropic, get your act together. Maybe twist that dial a little bit. Give us a little bit of give us a cookie.
Yeah.
We know enterprise users are your focus right now. We know Project Glasswing. You want Mythos to be really great, but the community that you've created here, that relying on your tools, don't make it absolute garbage. I mean, is that too much to ask? Am I taking crazy pills here? I was going to go for the meme, Mythos, Opus 4.7, Opus 4.6, it's the same thing.
How does anyone not see that?
How does not anyone see that? Zoolander, yeah. So, anyways, guys, I guess TLDR here is that we seem to be getting March performance of Opus 4.6 right now. It seems to be usable. But and hopefully the tools, I think Anthropic's gonna placate us users by making the tools around their flagship model a little bit better. But their flagship model sucks because it's a consumer grade, and they're just pushing Mythos, which is their enterprise grade, and they can just rack up big money with that.
I hope this won't be the end of Opus, man.
Well, it's not gonna be the end of Opus. It's just that they don't care. And
yeah, but they don't care for however long they want, right? Especially since they're focusing so much on Mythos.
Who knows? Who knows? Okay. But I was hoping, yeah. So anyways, we did the car wash. Everyone's talking about this. The feedback is very, very negative, needless to say. So with that, guys, that's our end of our video. I know it's a long rant. We'll do more tests on it. Maybe next week we'll do the test, run it again. Hopefully it matches up to GPT performance for agentic tasks, because it was the best. It was god tier. But with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are not too disappointed. I am. I really didn't know how to make this video, but I was hoping. I was saving up tasks. I left work early yesterday because I was like, you know what? Opus is coming out. I'm gonna use it to solve all my problems. I'll switch back. I'll be all great. But now I'm like, I'll still stick with GPT. All right, with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Shining out.